Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Routledge History of Literature in English part 14. So let's dive in the world of literature. It's time for restoration drama. There were only two licensed or patent theatres, the Theatre Royal, Drury Lane, and Duke's House at Lincoln's Inn, which moved to the Covent Garden Theatre in 1732. Actresses could now perform on stage, the first being Mrs Coleman in a private performance of Sir William de Evenent's The Siege of Rhodes in 1656. Nahum Tate, author of the first Christmas Carol, the first novel, and he also reworked William Shakespeare's King Lear to give it a happy ending. Restoration tragedy means heroic tragedy, and All for Love in 1678 by John Dryden is a good example of this type. This play takes the story of Shakespeare's Antony and Cleopatra. It respects the formal unities of time, place, and action. Then comes Thomas Otway. He was the major original tragedian of the Restoration period. His The Orphan and Venice Preserved remained popular for over a century. The Elizabethan domestic tragedy finds a new middle class setting in the plays of George Lillo, notably his works The London Merchant and The Fatal Curiosity. Then comes Aphra Behn, one of the well-known female dramatists, and she wrote The Rover. Then comes George Etherege. He wrote plays such as The Comical Revenge, She Would If She Could, and The Man of Mode. These plays were telling about what was happening at the age, how people were, and what were their activities. William Wycherley's The Country Wife has frequently been held up as the most obscene and amoral of restoration plays. It is a comedy of seduction and hypocrisy. You can find characters such as Horner, the main hero, then Pinchwife, and many other characters. Now comes Jeremy Collier. He was against the topics that was going around in the period in which writers were writing upon. So Jeremy Collier came with a pamphlet short view of the immorality and profaneness of the English stage. Collier complained about mockery of the clergy and about profanity and bad language topics that were banned during the Puritan and were now openly performed and written by writers. And the effect was such that the writers and actors were prosecuted and fined. And despite many playwrights' strong defenses of the drama, Collier contributed a deadly blow to theatrical writing. One of the well-known restoration drama writer, William Congreve. He wrote many comedies such as The Old Bachelor, The Double Dealer, Love for Love, The Way of the World. One of the well-known play, The Way of the World, in which we can find characters such as Millamant, Milaba, and the whole summary is people running behind money. And earlier questions were asked, but I will tell you that do read the summary of The Way of the World because questions might come. John Vanbrugh wrote The Relapse and The Provoked Wife, particularly outraged Jeremy Collier, and we can find characters such as Sir Novelty Fashion, Sir Tunbelly, Clumsy, Sir John, and Lady Brute, and many others. George Farquhar's plays are rather different. They are more realistic in setting and tone, and he has written plays such as The Recruiting Officer and The Beaux Stratagem. So if you have any query or doubt, you can ask me in the comment section below, or you can message me in social media that is given there in the description box below. And do share the video to all those who wants to be the part of this literary journey. So that's all for today's video. Thank you and signing out.